Hi everybody, welcome to Morning Tea with Omotola. Grab your cup and join me as we dive into stories, trends and happenings around the world, all through my unique opinion and perspective. Let's sip, share and spark conversation together. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, share the stories and leave your comment according to your opinion. Hey everyone, you are welcome to Morning Tea with Omotola. Happy weekend! Today's video is an update on the Chinese farmer, DaZhuang's, and the Ethiopian matchmaker, Xiaomi. If you're new to their story, please go back and watch my previous videos to get caught up with their story. Here's what has happened since my last update. Since DaZhuang got to Ethiopia, he has been complaining and talking about Xiaomi's family and her entangled to-be ex-husband that she's still legally married to. He talked about how they've been moving around from one hotel to another and now they're staying at her sister's place. He talked about how her ex-husband has been chasing them up and down and Xiaomi is scared of him. DaZhuang decided if things didn't work out, he would leave Xiaomi and go back to China. His fans kept telling him that he just needs to leave her behind and go back to China to start all over. But he insisted. He mentioned how he has been sick and he could barely eat because of the stress he has been under since he got to Ethiopia. He constantly shows people his sore tongue and lips because some of his fans kept telling him that his story looks scripted and similar to Xiaobai and Mercy's story. To get things moving ahead better, DaZhuang decided he was going to meet Xiaomi's ex-husband and talk things out with him, with Xiaomi's dad present as a mediator. DaZhuang said at the point in the meeting, things got heated up that he nearly got into a physical fight with Xiaomi's ex-husband. But luckily for him, his friends were around, so they helped calm things down. At the end of the day, things got settled and her ex agreed to the divorce, with the conclusion that DaZhuang will pay $200 to $300 in child support every month. He said he agreed to it based on his own divorce experience because it takes a lot to take care of a small child. Even though some viewers were skeptical about Xiaomi being the biological mother of that son, the son she calls hers, because there was not much connection between her and that boy when she went to see him before she left for China. So people were very skeptical about if she's a biological mother of that child or if she's just using that child as a cover-up in her story. In his last video, DaZhuang talked about losing his grandfather and how he still had to act strong because of his mom. He talked about how his mom has been very busy staying at home, helping him in taking care of his son. And he could see how his mom's gray hair has become more visible within the last few years because of her concern about him and what he went through during his divorce and how much he has lost within that time. All those emotions that he's been bottling inside got to him as he was talking about it, and he busted out crying on his live stream broadcast. Before I continue, if you're new here and you have not already subscribed, don't forget to do so you can be notified when I upload new stories. Also, don't forget to drop your opinions and views in the comment section below. Remember, your opinions could be for or against. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, so we're not going to judge you. Please come along with me as we narrate this story so far.
Fans want DaZhuang to leave Xiaomi. They think she is a scam and a walking trouble. DaZhuang's journey with Xiaomi continues to stir up strong emotions among viewers. What began as a love story has now evolved into a saga of heartbreak, sacrifice, and relentless criticism. While DaZhuang holds firmly to his belief in Xiaomi, many fans believe she is nothing more than a scam, dragging him into a pit of emotional and financial turmoil. A love fueled by sacrifice. Despite warnings and overwhelming public disapproval, DaZhuang remains steadfast in his commitment to Xiaomi. His recent admission that he views the money spent on her divorce as a symbolic bride price has left fans frustrated. To DaZhuang, their shared struggles, failed marriages, and complicated pasts bind them together in a way outsiders cannot understand. Even as his family expresses growing concerns, particularly his mother, who has offered to sell family land to support him, DaZhuang insists on staying with Xiaomi. His cleft lip and previous divorce have made him feel undeserving of love in the past. But with Xiaomi, he believes he has found someone who sees him for who he is. Doubts about Xiaomi. Fans, however, see things differently. Xiaomi's behavior continues to raise eyebrows, especially her interactions with her son compared to DaZhuang's son. Observers have pointed out that Xiaomi seems distant from her child, fueling suspicions that the boy might not even be her biological son. But some fans came to her defense that, in Ethiopia, the child belongs to the father, and most times the child is taken away from their mothers whenever there is conflict. The fact that Xiaomi still wears her wedding ring has become a major sticking point. Many question her sincerity and commitment to DaZhuang, viewing it as a symbolic tether to her past marriage. Further skepticism arose when DaZhuang revealed the extent of his financial troubles, including borrowing money from his grandmother to pay for his grandfather's funeral, while also funding Xiaomi's divorce. Fans worry that Xiaomi's motives are purely self-serving and that her endgame might be to use DaZhuang to secure a better future in China. The strain of cultural expectations. DaZhuang's family has played a significant role in his story. His mother's deep concern over his choices, coupled with the emotional toll of her support for his son, highlights the cultural pressure he faces to succeed and provide for his loved ones. DaZhuang's decision to live stream on the day of his grandfather's burial to make money underscored the extent of his financial desperation and emotional burden. While some viewers empathize with his struggles, many are critical, arguing that his devotion to Xiaomi is misplaced. A heartbreaking live stream. One of the most emotional moments in DaZhuang's journey came when he broke down crying during a live stream. He was talking about his grandfather and how he just got to China from Ethiopia, learning that his grandfather had passed away. Earlier that day, he had buried his grandfather, an experience that deeply shook him. Despite his grief, DaZhuang chose to live stream that night, explaining to his mother that he needed to connect with his audience and make money to pay off debts. As he recounted his struggles, his grandfather's death, the borrowed money for the funeral, and his financial sacrifices for Xiaomi, DaZhuang's emotions overwhelmed him. He cried openly, sharing the weight of his burdens with his viewers. While some sympathized with his pain, others criticized his decision to prioritize streaming over mourning, further questioning his judgment. Helping friends find love. In the midst of their personal challenges, Xiaomi took it upon herself to help DaZhuang's two friends, who had accompanied him to Ethiopia in search of love. Using her matchmaking skills, she organized blind dates for them, introducing them to local women. While some viewers saw this as a kind gesture, others viewed it as a distraction from the more pressing issues in DaZhuang and Xiaomi's lives. Skeptics accused Xiaomi of trying to deflect attention from her own controversial situation, suggesting that her matchmaking efforts were more about maintaining appearances than genuine goodwill. A heated confrontation with Xiaomi's ex. Tensions reached a boiling point when DaZhuang visited Xiaomi's home and encountered her ex-husband. Knowing the situation could escalate, DaZhuang brought along two of his friends that came with him from China. The confrontation quickly turned into a heated argument. According to DaZhuang, the conflict nearly turned physical, but his friends helped to defuse the situation. DaZhuang revealed that Xiaomi's ex had been abusive during her pregnancy, neglecting her and disappearing for months at a time. This revelation only deepened DaZhuang's resolve to stand by Xiaomi. Though viewers remained divided, some commended his bravery, while others questioned if the risks were worth it. Progress in Xiaomi's divorce. DaZhuang remains optimistic about the future, citing progress in Xiaomi's divorce proceedings. With her father's help, Xiaomi's ex-husband has agreed to finalize the separation. DaZhuang envisions a future where Xiaomi obtains her divorce certificate, single certificate, and a visa, paving the way for their life together in China. However, viewers aren't convinced. Many believe Xiaomi hasn't thought through what her life in China would entail. Some even predict the relationship will ultimately end in divorce, leaving DaZhuang worse off than before. Public sentiment. Is DaZhuang being scammed? The public's distrust of Xiaomi runs deep. Fans have voiced concerns that she is exploiting DaZhuang's kind heart and vulnerability. Her matchmaking efforts for DaZhuang's friends were seen as distractions rather than genuine attempts to help, further fueling suspicions. While DaZhuang insists that his love for Xiaomi is worth the sacrifices, viewers continue to urge him to reconsider. To them, the relationship appears one-sided, with Xiaomi benefiting far more than DaZhuang. What's next for DaZhuang and Xiaomi? DaZhuang's unwavering faith in Xiaomi has alienated many of his supporters, but he remains determined to see their story through. He believes tomorrow will be better, clinging to the hope that their shared dreams will outweigh their current difficulties. For now, viewers are left to watch and speculate. Some hold on to the belief that DaZhuang's trust in Xiaomi will eventually lead to heartbreak, while others think he might find unexpected happiness despite the odds. Only time will tell if DaZhuang's sacrifices are rewarded or if his critics are proven right. The story continues.
What are your views about the story so far? Do you think Xiaomi and DaZhuang will be going back to China together? Do you think their story is scripted? Do you think Xiaomi is still the orchestrator of the story and DaZhuang is not aware of it? Do you think they are both scripting like Shabai and Messi? Do you think there's still more drama to come? There's so much do you thinks. I'll be glad to read your opinion in the comment section. Remember, you are entitled to your opinions, so don't forget to share them in the comment section, and don't forget to come back for more stories. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome to Morning Tea with Omotola, where we share stories, happenings, and trends all around the world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.